Good evening, guys. And today we are going to plan the complete Python full course. Within a video, we are going to complete all the topics in the Python. And let's start with the Python. Actually, Python is an interpreted programming language. Interpreted in the sense which runs the code line by line. If there is an error in the second line, directly it will get out from the compiler and it gives the error. So it is known as the interpreter. Python is an interpreted programming language and it is easy to write and learn. It is same as of English language. How we are going to read and write, same it is of, and it is of dynamically, and it is a high level multi-purpose programming language. Dynamically in the sense we are going to give the input values after execution of the code. Okay, and the real-time examples are Python is used in data science and data analyst, as well as in the web scraping. In the web scraping, in the sense extraction of the data from the websites, and software development also. In the game development, we are using this Python. And today we are going to complete these topics. First is of comments, second is of variables, then data types, then operators, type functions, conditional statements and looping statements, then list and slicing, set, string, tuple and dictionary, functions, file handling, exception handling, and finally we are going to complete with oops. See this with these 12 topics we are going to complete the complete Python up to 98%, that we are going to complete Python. From here, if you are aware of these concepts, then you are good at Python. And for the next, we are going to create a new video on the Python complete logical questions. And as of now, we are going to discuss what are the basics to the advanced level in the Python. And let's start the session. First thing, we are going to start with the comments. See, comments are nothing but comments are ignored by compiler. First thing, for documentation purpose, we are using comments. Two types, and comments are of two types. First is of single line comments, second is of multi-line comments. I will show with an example. See, if you for a single line comment, if you're going to write hash triple A or anything, this will not get executed. Okay, if you write anything hash Python, this will not execute it. This is ignored by the compiler. For the documentation purpose, if you are going to write 100 lines of code and you need to remember each code of what after 10 days if you want to remember, so in best to write beside of this with the hash symbol. If you write the what is the code written for this, and you can realize but it is not executed in the code, it is ignored by the compiler. For multi-lines, triple quotes are used. This is of complete topics in the Python. Okay, next is of variables. Variables are nothing but which states the address of value. Variable is nothing but which states the address of value. And let's take a equals 24. Here a is the variable and 24 is the value. And for variables, this is the most important topic. Until if you go for the data science also, variable is most important, and we need to know what are the rules of variables also. And the rules of iterables and rules of variables are both of similar. Variable cannot be a Python keyword. First thing we need to know, we will discuss each and everything in detail. It does not start with number. Second thing, and there should be no space between the variables. And we have many different rules in the variables also. We will discuss right now. See what I said, variable cannot be a Python keyword. See, if you write def equal to 10, print def, this gives the error because def is the Python keyword. So first one is rules of variable, it should not be a Python keyword. And second one, it does not start with number. If you give any 1 a equal to 10, print 1a, this also gives error because it does not start with number. There should be no space between the variables as well. A space b equal to 2 int a space b c error. These are the different types of errors that we are getting because of the rules of the variables. Yeah, we can have the, see, we should start with any variable. Okay, we can start with underscore, comma, with underscore, okay, without space, we can create the variables with underscore, without space, and see, we need not to use any digits or special characters before the variables. Okay, see, what if, see, underscore equal to 10, print underscore, this gives the output. We can start with the underscore without space also, ab equal to 10, print ab. This also gives the output, and we can declare multiple value with multiple variables. These are the examples of this. In single variable with multiple values. See, print a. This also gives the output, as well as multiple variables with single value also. To print a. This gives the output as 2. Okay, these are the different variables that you have. These are the rules of the variables. And next we are going with the data types in Python. See, for documentation in the compiler, if you go here, we are going to have the markdown. If you just enter shift enter, this converts into the heading data types in Python, and we are going to have the built-in data types, different data types. But like we are going to discuss what are the primitive data types that we have, like integer, float, bool, string doesn't comes, but it is a data type, and complex number. Here integer states that, 1 minute. Okay, first we will discuss about integer. Integer is nothing but with numbers 1, 2, 3. This all comes under integer. And with float are like 1.1, 2.4, 3.0. This all comes under float. Bool comes under true or false. True should be capital, F should be capital. True or false. And strings are nothing but, it is a collection of characters. I will discuss later which can be in the form of double quotes, single quotes, and triple quotes. I will explain what is the difference between these quotes. And last we are going with habit and complex number, imaginary number. It is of 2 plus 3j. These are the different types of data types that we have. And next we are going to know, we are also having the different types of data types, like in the Python, or like list, tuple, set, dictionary, string. These are the different, again we are going to have this data types in Python. We will discuss the further, and we know these are the data. And the time function is to know which type of data it is. So this is user. Let's make this as heading. Yes, type functions. What type of function is this? See, you are going to have the a is equals to 10, to know what type of data type it is, we are going to have just give the command of type function type of, that's it. This gives the, it is of int. Okay, if you are going to have 1.1 print type of b, this gives the type function. Okay, this gives the type function c is equals to true. Print type of c, this also gives the type function of it, what type of function that we are going to have, what type of data type that we are going to have, and these are used in the pandas. And type, what type of, whether we need to change from one data type to another data type, definitely we are going to use this. And type conversion is of same. See, type conversion in the sense conversion of one data type to another data type. Okay, just a minute, mark it down this type conversion. Type conversion in the sense, okay, converting of one data type to another data type. Suppose a equal to 10, print string of a. See, let's give me example for this. See, if you are going to load the data in the Python, but the columns which you are loading, they are in the different data types, they are in the form of object. To convert one data type to another data type, we should know this basic knowledge so that we can convert from where to where. So from here we can learn a lot of things. See, first we are going to start with the integer. String of a, protect 10 equal to 10. Let's write in the one code that we will get the answer. Print float of a, print bool of a, print string float bool, that's it. Yes, see, the string, the integer which can be converted into string as well as float as well as bool. Let's come with the strings. Suppose equal to, let's take code, print, let's copy this, let's write here int. See that we are going to have the error because a string cannot convert into the integer as well as a string cannot convert into the float. A string can be a bool. Here the output comes as true. I will explain this. First thing is, yes, I said as of now we need to know which data type is converted into which data type. Here the string is cannot convert into int as well as string which is cannot convert into float. Okay, if you keep both as in the form of comments, now this will be, see, bool states that if there is anything in the A, it gives us true, and in some conditions it will give us false. See, suppose if you are going to have empty string, print bool of a, it gives us false because there is nothing in the string. If we have space, it gives us true. If there is nothing, this gives us false. We need to remember, for strings the bool is of two cases. These are the two cases that we have in the bool. Okay, we are done with strings as well as float, and we have another one case that is of c equal to 10 in the form of string, but this gives the output c. See, the 10 string is converted into the string int. See, the 10 in the string, it is a collection of characters, whatever it may be, and here the string is converted into int as well as float as well as bool. This is the condition case that we are going to have in the Python. We need to remember each of these, and we are completed with the integer as well as strings. And next we are going to have with bool. Let's discuss this. Equal to as well. As of now I said let's take none. Some special conditions I'm going to discuss with you. Print bool of a. This gives also false. We need to remember. And empty string none. This both gives the false. Okay, and rest all the gives it as true. And for float, string of, see, conversion of, and we can convert it into int also. See, we have done. Print bool of, this also gives true. These are the different type conversions that we have in the Python, and we are going to have two types of conversions: implicit conversion and explicit conversion. In the implicit conversion, we are going to have as like converting of lower data to higher data. There is no data loss, as well as we are going to have the explicit conversion, like converting of large data to small data. There will be loss of data. As of see equal to 10.0. This is the large data. Converting this float into the int. See here there is a data loss of 0.0. See, if 0.0 doesn't have value, 10.10, we are going to have this. See, 0.10 has been missed. This is of explicit conversion here. You can say that. And right here. See, as we have seen in the integer, here this is of implicit conversion because equal to 10 and converting into float, and here the data is increased and there is no data loss. This is called as implicit conversion. And we are done with this and type conversions. And let's discuss the static versus dynamic difference in Python. If you are going to give equal to 20, equal to 10, in the program itself, print a. This is called as static, whereas dynamic states that equal to int of input, enter the number, see, if I give 20, this is of dynamic input. See, this is of static. Beginning of the program, you are going to give the input values. This is of dynamic. After, when you click on run, in the execution of the program, it is going to ask the input values. This is all the difference between static versus dynamic difference. And we are going to have the operators, like we will keep the heading here. See, operators are nothing but these are like performing a operator between the operands is called as operator. Performing the operator operands. Operators, and we are going to have the different types of operators that we have. We will discuss each and everything right now. And one is of arithmetical operators. See, arithmetical operators in the sense that we are going to have plus, minus, into, division, modular division. These are the different types of arithmetical operators that we have in Python, as well as print a plus b, here nothing but a equal to 10, b equal to 20. This gives us a equal to 10, b equal to 20, print a plus b. A and b are the operands and plus is the operator here. These are the different types that in the same way we are going to have as a minus b, a by b, a plus b. See. A into b, a minus b. See, these are the different arithmetical operators that we have, as well as logical operators. Logical operators in the sense and or not. Here and means both the conditions should be true. If you are going to see and in the sense, see if you are going to write the code and in the sense both the conditions should be true, so it gives the positive as the output, else it gives as the false only. Or gives as either one should be true. And in the last we are going to have not. It is the opposite of true or false. It is the opposite of input. These are the logical operators that we have, and while going in the depth, we are going to have the logical operators, assignment operators. Assignment operators in the sense, suppose there is a one condition for the assignment operators. We are going to write x equal to x plus y. This can be also written as this also can be written as x plus equal to y. These are assignment operators that we have. X equal to x minus y. This also can be written as x minus equal to y. Okay, like the same for the all operators, we have x equal to x into y. In the shortcut, to save the time, we are going to have this x into equal to y. These are the different types of assignment. In the same way, we are going to have division, modular division also. These are the assignment operators that we have, and the relational operators are relational operators in the sense greater than, less than, double equals to, single equals, and not equals. I will say the difference between the single and the double equals to. Single comma double equals. Here, example. Single states that assigning a value value double equals to checks the condition. See, equal to 24. Here we are going to assigning a value for a single for a variable. But double equals to checks the condition. This will be state in the for loop while loop. We are going for the looping statements. Then you will understand about the importance of the double equals. It checks the condition. And we are going to have it a bitwise operators. Here this is of the complete different era. Here we need to do the LCMs and is written. This is AND, this is OR, and this is NOT. This is of left shift and this is of right shift. These are the different bitwise operators that we have. Just you need to give the values. That's it. You will understand what are this and what is this of. And you are going to have a like membership operators. Membership operators in the sense, see if you are if in a string, see in not in, see in a string, if you are going to have a digit in a string, see equal to Python, let's take this, print p in a. Let's give us p in the form of strings. I will go with an example. See, this will understand you true because this is of membership operator in, not in. False because p is Python. These are the membership operators, and these are the different types of operators that we have. Okay, let's come to the conditional statements. Conditional statements, we are going to have if, else, and elif, and elif ladder and nested if, and these are the different types of conditional statements that we have. And we are going to write the syntax of this. If condition print anything or else print. This is the condition of the conditional statements. We are going to see some examples here in the conditional statements. Okay, suppose a equal to 10, b equal to 20, if a is less than b, print true, else print false. See, this gives us true because a is less than b. As I said, double equals to, let's see that also. Suppose a equal to 10, if a double equals to 10, print true, else print false. For every condition we need not to write the false. For see, this is of double equals to, see here single is equals to assigning value to a variable, but here double equals to checks the condition. Okay, this is the difference between the single equals and the double equals. And using elif, if we are going to have the multiple conditions, elif is like if you are going to have the 3 or more conditions, then with the single if we can have the multiple elifs. See, we are going to take the same 220 if a is greater than b, print edf elif b is greater than a, print yes else, print we are going to have no. See here the code runs as it takes the variables as a and b, it checks the condition is greater than b. Here it states it is also false, then it goes to elif condition. If the condition is true, then it gives the S as output. If the condition is also wrong, then it goes to else and it gives us no as the output. This is the use of the elif. These are the elifs. And as I said, in future we are going to have the logical operators, right? Now we are going to discuss the logical operators in this. Logical operators are of 2 and an or and not. Okay, see, let's take this only. If a is greater than b and b is greater than a, print both should be true. See here in the print you can write as your wish, whatever the convenient you are going to have, you can write that. Print false. See, we are going to go to false because and executes the both the conditions should be true. We are going to take the same thing for or. As I said, either one condition should be true. Sorry. Yeah. See here, either one should be true or states that any one of the condition where b is greater than a, so either one condition should be true. This is the logical operators that we have. And as I discussed here, looping statements. Looping statements comes under for loop and while loop. See, I would like to give an example for for loop and while loop. For loop in the sense, loops in the sense, it is like a joint wheel which rotates, like rotate, it will rotate, and there will be an endpoint in the for loop as well as in the while loop. But the difference between the for loop and while loop is, in the while loop there will be an infinite loop, but in the for loop there is a limit. Okay, and we will discuss first with the while loops. If the condition is true in the while loop, it goes to the infinite loop. That's why we need to have the condition in this. And from here we are going to learn the while loop patterns also. Okay, we will write one small statement here for while loop. The while statement in Python supports See, the condition is true, this will goes into infinite loop. We need to have the condition. I would like to show that the completed kernel will be interrupted, so I'm not showing that, and we are going to have the examples here. Equal to 1 while a is less than 5, print a equal to a plus 1. Here the condition is true, that's why we are going to have the condition. This is the condition we are going to have. See, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so we are going to see multiple, and in the while we are going to have the using else also. Let's take the same. While is less than 10, int a equal to a plus 1, else print loop stopper. See, up to 9 it goes. See, I will explain how the while loop is executed here. Let's come here. Let's take a equal to 1, which goes here. 1 is less than 10. The condition is correct, and a will be printed as 1, and 1 will go here, and a will be updated as 2, and again 2 comes here. Again it checks the condition. Again it prints 2. Again it comes 2 will become 3, and 3 comes here. It checks here. 3 will be printed. Again 3 will becomes 4 here. 4 again 4 goes here. 4 will be printed here, and 4 checks the condition. 4 will be 5, and 5 comes here, and 5 will be printed. And with the same thing it will goes up to 9, and at the last term 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. 10 less than 10 is the false, so it will come out from the loop, and it will print as loop stop. This is a while loop, same as the for loop also. And I would like to discuss a small pattern printing using while loop, which is important. Pattern printing is of C equal to 1 while is less than or equal to 10. Sorry, remove. Print. Here we are going to have star into a, where a equal to a plus 1. See, this is of star printing. See, it checks the condition here. It is true, and it goes to here. One time it is going to print star. Again a becomes 2. For 2 times it is printing star, and it becomes 3. 3 times it is printing star, and 4 times it is printing star, and 5 times it is printing star. This is the form of the while loop. These are the pattern printing. And suppose if you like to print with the odd numbers also, we can have this. We need to give equal to a plus 2. That's it. This will print as 1 3 5 7 9 11. These are the things. And suppose if you like to print I will explain here. See, I'll explain you this. First time it will be of a 1. 1 here 1 will be printed in the form of string. We are converting 1 to string. Here 1 will become string. String into a will become 1. As well as here with the star it is going to print a star. But here with 1, with 2, with 3 as well as with 10 if the condition stops here. So it will print us 10 times. That's it. This is of the simple star printings in the while loop. And these are the different types of while loops that we are having. We are having the multiple while loops, but you can explore, you guys. Once you start exploring, each and everything will be possible. And in my channel I have made a separate conditions on the while loop to print the patterns. You can go there and you can watch the video. Okay, and the next we are going to have the for loops. If you are interested with while loop, you can go and watch the video which was in my channel. And syntax of it is, syntax of for loops is for I in range of, here start, stop, this comes in, this is of slicing part. Here we are going to have print right here. For is the keyword. Equal to temporary variable. In as we are now the membership operator. And the ranges of sequence. How to execute? See, I'm going to execute a small thing. For I in range of 1 to 10 print I. See here, it checks the condition. First 1 will go into I, it will print it, and 2 and 3 and 4, and this is the n-1th term. The 10th term will not be included. This is of n-1. If you are going to print here 5 up to 4 only, it will print it. This is the n-1 term. You should remember, guys. Okay. This is of for loops. Even for loop we can have suppose equal to 1 for I in range of 1 to 5 print. Even here also we can have the star printing program. Here we need to have the star into errors. This is also for and while both are same, but in the while it will goes to the infinite loop if the condition is true, and in the for it will stop there itself until it's of n-1 term. And this is of complete of for loop and while loop. Okay, and as I said, this start stop step, let's discuss this also. So for I in a range of 1 to 20 comma 2 print I. See how does it execute? 1 to 20, this is the n-1 term, and start to stop, this is the step is the 2. After 1 2 step 20 will be printed. After 1 2 step 3, after 3 2 step 5, 5 after 2 step 7, 7 after 2 step 10. This is the process of the for loop. This is the part of the slicing we will discuss in the list. And from 1 to 20, 20 is the n-1 term, 19, 1 to 19 will be printed, and middle of this and 2 will be printed. This is the start stop step which we have, and this is the complete of for loop and while loop. And the difference between a for and while is, in while no fixed size, but in for loop there is a fixed size. And in the while loop there will particular element will not be checked. When for it checks particular element, and while there is no range, in for loop we are having range. And these are the difference of for and while. See, no fixed size. Particular element will not check. No range. Opposite of this is for loop. Here we are going to have fixed size. Checks for particular element. And we are going to have the range. See, these are of for loops and while loops that we are going to have. And as I said before, we are going to have the data types in Python as of list. And from here we are going to have the from up to till now we are just prepared about the basics in Python. And now we are going to have the what is list and what is the stuff that you are going to listen here. Actually, list is a first point. List is a data type in Python. It is a data type in store the sequence, and it is used to store the sequence of various data types. Which is used to store the sequence of data types. And Python list are mutable type. Changes, and we can modify it. See, these are the key points that you need to remember in the list, as well as that we are going to many points, as well as in the string, tuple, dictionary sets also. Okay, we will declare as list as this. To know what type of data type we are having the type function, right? Print type of a. See, it is in the form of list. See, a list can have different types of data types in that. Equal list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.0, string, 2 plus 3j. Yes, print it. See, these are the different data types that we are having here. See, okay, here I am going to explain you the index in the list. Listen carefully. One is considered as 0 index. Index always starts with 0. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this is 6. And here, if you like to access the element from the list, you need to print as print a of 0 is 1. If you like, see, 0, 1, 2, let's take 2. It gives us 3 because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, these are the index that we have. Okay, and there is another concept of nested list. List is a list in a list. list in a list is called as nested list. Suppose A equal to nested this only. Copy, paste here and here, comma, again in the list that we are going to have 1, 2, 3, and we are going to comma 2, we are going to print it. See, list in a list, this is the one list. Within the list again we are going to have 1, 2, 3. This is of, and you may have the dot how to extract the data from this print. We'll explain, you will see. As I said, index will start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this complete parts comes under the 7, and this is of 8. 7 of, again it starts with 0, 1, 2, 0. See, you got it right. 1. This is the complete part of 7, and within the list again it got 0, 1, 2. This is the most important thing you need to remember. As I said before, slicing comes in the setting. Slicing is nothing but start, stop, step. Start, stop, step. Okay. Here we are going to write as print A of start is of 0, and we are going to be up to 8, right? We are going to have 6 and step is of 2. We declare like this 1, 3, 1.0, 1. This will be skipped, and here 3 and 1.0 up to 6 only. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I think you got this. This is the sliding part, and there are some key shortcuts that we are going to have to print all the right side. To print all the right side in the list, print A of, we are going to have right. Just give like this. We are going to have the complete from 1 starts with up to 2, complete right. Same with the complete left is the opposite. Okay, and here complete left side is of opposite. Let's copy this. PS double. To print the you don't know the nth term, so you need to print the complete list. You need to give us double colon here. This comes with double, and to print the list into reverse, just we need to double colon -1. That's it. This will be printed the list into reverse. So we are going to have the list methods. We will complete as soon as possible, because there are many methods that we need to complete in all the data types. One is of append. Let's go with append. Suppose is equal list of 1, 2, 3. Suppose a dot append. I will explain you what is the use of it. 4 print A. See, append in the sense adding the element in the last. Remember this. last. Next is of extend. Extend side. Let's take side. See, extend in the sense extending the words. Yes, AI. Okay, I think you got this. Next we are going to have clear, which clears the list. Extends the list. It clears the list. Dot clear. If you give like this, print A. See, you are going to have the empty list, and suppose we are going to have equal to some letters like A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, and we don't know the length of this, so we are going to have the length function also. See, there are total 9 characters in the this, and suppose if you are going to have A is equals to list of comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 5. Suppose you need to know what is the count of 2. You are going to have the count method here. A dot count of 2. This tells how many times we are going to have the count function, count method, and this is of length method. See, 9, and this was in the form of string, no issues. And I would like to know, suppose A equal to this is, I would like to know the index of a particular element. Index of 1. See, this gives the index at particular element. See, if you are going to give us 5, this gives the 8 is the index of this element, and you are going to have inserting at particular position like A dot insert. This is your turn, as well as pop. I'm going to just give the concept. Everything is your turn, guys. Removing the particular position. You need to practice this all. Removing the particular element. As I said, reverse double colon minus 1 will be used as we are also having with reverse and sort. Sort is used from ascending to descending. And if you place as reverse equal to true, it will become descending to ascending. These are the different methods that we have in the list. List is very important, you need to remember. And we are going to hang with the string also. With the same, I will explain few. You need to do each and everything. As I said, string is the collection of character. single, multiple and triple. See, let's take an example as equal to is first of yes. See here, using the double quotes is useful because this complete term is the one letter. So here, if you are using the double quotes, either you can use the triple quotes also. This is the difference between the single quotes and double quotes and triple quotes. So first topics will be given, right? For at that time, it will dividing the into two parts. So not to have that, we are having single quotes, double quotes and triple quotes equal to psi, and I said print type of a. See here, print type of a gives the it is of string. And triple string is used for paragraph, as I said, equal to Kiran's. See here, completely it is dividing Kiran into one part, and so we are going to use the here as double string. So it is considered as everything as single. Triple parts is used for the paragraph. This is the difference. And see, you don't know what are the methods of this. So we are having one command here. Command for how many functions we have? For both. Just we are going to have printer dir of str, even with string also. These are the different types of functions that we are having in the strings. And see, I will explain few of them. You can continue with all. Explore, guys. By exploring you can do anything. See, this is book. So I'm converting this is of upper method in the strings. Lower is the reverse of this. As you know, count as I've said. Count of t. It is of only one times because t is comes out. And starts with it, as well as opposite is ends with. See, print starts with this. It gives us true because equal to this is starts with, as well as ends with we are going to have. And as I said, of index, for index find, here is used to find the index. Okay, the find. And the most important thing is f string. I am going to here, see, equal to 10, print, just give us f, and you in the course write anything, the value of a is and here do with the curly brackets, give us a, that's it. The value of a is 10. This is a ref string, very important, we need to know this in the strings. And we are going to have title also. Just we'll get a dot. That's it. Sorry. Yeah, we need to write the complete thing, I think. P is equals to a dot title. See the title in the sense converting of H into the caps. That's it. And we are having with multiple methods here. Each and every one we need to explore what is it of. And next we are going to do the tuple. See, strings and list are mutable. Tuple is a immutable. First thing. These are similar but unable to change. Once we declare in the program, entire code, this will remain same. This remains same. Use of tuple is not to modify the data, and the functions that we are having is see list max function. See, tuple will be declared in these brackets 2, 3, 4. Print max of it. This gives us 4, and as well as main also. And there are 4 main objectives in tuple. See, one is of repetition, second is of concatenation, third is of membership, and fourth is of iteration. See, let's discuss with repetition. Let a is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. This, see, repeating, print a into 5 times. See, for 5 times it is going to repeat. This comes under the repetition. These are the objectives we can do in the tuple. We cannot do anything. Concatenation in the sense it is of addition. Addition of 2 tuples, 2 equal to 3, 4. Print a plus b. C 1, 2, 3, 4. This is of concatenation in the tuples. and as I said, membership is of in and not in. And fourth is of iteration. Iteration comes under loop is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 for I may print I. That's it. Okay, these are the different that we have, and now we are going to discuss about dictionary. Python dictionary used to store the data in the key value pair format. This is of one of the most important points we need to remember. It is stored in the format. And second point is keys must be a single element. It is a collection of key value pair format. I will show with examples how it will be equal to, and let's take as name its value is 3, value is rule is of 41. Closing this is the format of the dictionary. It is in the form of keys and values, and the functions in the dictionary. One is clear, 2 is copy, get keys, values, items, update, pop. Here I will explain the importance in the what we need to do in the dictionary. You need to explore all the things. What is, as you know, clear, copy, update and pop. I will explain with keys, get, items and values. You need to know each of it. Everything will be same, remain same. That's there. Here comes here. Stop. Let's take this. This is of string range. See, this is the of key, this is of key, this is of value, and comma, this is of key and this is of value. Print a dot get comes for, see if I give name, see, this gives the get gives the values, and to print all the values we have the function here, print a dot, this gives the complete values. What are the values that we are having? String comma. To get the both, we are going to have the items, print a dot items, This gives the complete dictionary. Okay, and then rest thing you need to explore. See, set is also defined as, this is the most important, set is also defined as in the curly brackets only, but here this gives us dict, but it is offset, but this gives us dict. So empty dictionary gives us the dict, empty set is also gives us the type function as dict. We need to remember this, important. Actually, we need to discuss some points in the sets. In each and every data type, it contains of duplicates, but the set doesn't contain duplicate. The elements cannot be duplicate. The elements in the set are mutable. Only tuples are not mutable, guys. Here there is no index. And so this does not support indexing and slicing. Indexing and okay, and we are going to have set methods here. Same, everything will be repeated. Add, clear, clearing the empty set, copy, this is to copy, and pop, we know that. Fifth, remove, and sixth of update. These are the but in sets, if you are going to add the particular element, it will be unordered. See, equal to set of 4, 5. Suppose we are having this a dot add. Let's take Python. See here again, if I run this, but this will not add in the last. This is unordered. Anyway, this can be added. And we are going to have some set operations. Union, intersection, indifference, symmetric difference, is subset, is disjoint set, is superset. See, as from the, I think from 10th only we are going to start. Union comes if we are going to have the two sets, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, 5. Let's take this equal to set of 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, comma 6, comma 7. As we know that, print a dot union of B. See, the common will be removed and the what are the different that we have, it will be printed, as well as here all intersection is only of what are the common that will be printed 6, 7. Okay, difference is said that difference is of only in the set A only will be printed. A minus B, print A minus B of given as only in the set A. See, this is only printed in the set. This is of difference. Symmetric difference is common elements will be left here. Symmetric difference is subset, is superset, is disjoint set, that you need to, in is disjoint set there should be no common elements. You need to explore this, all the things, all the stuff. Okay, see, we are going to have the frozen set. Just I'm going to give the intro. Converting mutable data set to immutable data. This is called as frozen set that we have, and we are going to discuss about functions here. Functions is nothing but block of code which only runs when it is called. Function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. Okay, and syntax is def is the keyword, function name, we need to close here, we need to give the print here, and we need to call it, function calling. This is the syntax. This is the syntax of the function. Okay, let's see with an example. Def Sri print. This is Python. Okay, I'm going to call Sri. That's it. This will give us, this is Python. Just we are going to hear, this is called as function calling. And first the execution part of the function is from this comes here Sri, and it goes here and it prints the, and it will get the output. That's it. This is the part of the function. And if you are going to have the parameters, suppose we will copy this, we will paste here, and let's give here Python, and let's give here 10, comma Python. See, first it takes as the 3 of 10 and it goes here of Python. This is the only one parameter that we are going to have. This is Python of, Python is a parameter is of 10 and it gives the output as, but this is Python 10. If you are going to have them, this is of single parameter, multiple parameters. Same thing with 2 parameters. That's it. See, Python comma Java 10 comma 20, Python comma Java. This is Python 10 comma 20. This is of multiple parameters that we have in the, and what if we are going to call multiple functions? See, same thing, copy, will paste here, and we will call it c of 20 comma 30. See, double time it will going to print. So this is of how many times if you are going to print this. Actually the usage of the function is, see, we are going to write a large function, large code. So every time we need not to change the code and we need not to write anything. So within the functions, if you're going to write this type of diff and all the stuff, while calling with the function only, we can have the outputs. See, this is the output that we are going to have. I was not changing anything, just like I was call the function and that's it. So this is the advantage of the functions, and we can also have the default parameters. Default parameters is of, let's take this only. Okay, we will give us Python equal to 10, Java equal to 20. I don't give us, see this is of default parameters. Before only, in the beginning only, I am giving us Python equal to 10, Java equal to 20. So this is Python is printed, and Java in the default only it is taken as Java. Here no need to give again separate. These are the default parameters. And what is arbitrary arguments? Arbitrary arguments are like, see, let's copy this. See, here we need not to do anything, we keep as star a. If you pass as much as you can, this will print. Sorry, here take this off. See, here arbitrary arguments, only star will be given. So as much as inputs you can pass, it will give the outputs. This is of arbitrary arguments, and we can use for looping functions also. See, string of a for x in a, print a. I'm going to call, suppose, see, this is how it is of working. This is how for looping functions, and even we are going to have the calculator function also. Calculator function is nothing of def, just give add a comma b, just give return a plus b. See, return, the difference between return and print is just going to print, but return is going to store the value. Okay, add of plus, sorry, what is the wrong? Okay, def, sorry, we are not going to see a small mistake which I was written here plus, and unable to, again I am seeing for the code. Def add of a plus a comma b, return a plus b, add of 2 comma 3, and for the same thing, if you're going to give us def sub of a comma b, of a minus b, sum of 1 comma 1. See, this is of overriding, guys, because I didn't give the sub will be take part. This is the calculator function in, and we are going to have the lambda function also. Here in the calculator function, you need to do all the stuff. Lambda function is also known as anonymous function. See, here we are going to have the syntax is where something equal to lambda a comma c colon plus b plus c. This is the lambda and this is the expression arguments. This is the lambda function and this is of syntax. And let's discuss something of map function. The Python map function is used to return a list of results. Remember this. That's it. See, I will explain this. Def of calculate of n, suppose. Return n will start to numbers is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Results equals to, you're going to map between numbers and function n. Print list of results. See here, this is of map function. We are going to map numbers with the this is of map function that you are going to have. Okay, this is complete of functions. These are the different types that we are going to have in the functions. Example, single parameter, multiple parameter, default, arbitrary, for loop, calculator function, other lambda and map function. And we are going to have the different functions also. We will discuss. And now we are going to have the file handling. File handling in the sense, file handling is simple. It means handling the file. Through different ways, and we have 3 operations in this: open, read, or write. Third is of close. See, file handling in the sense open, read or write, close. These are the file modes. Open is used to open the file. See, if you are going to have one file in your laptop and you need to do some modifications in that by using the file handling with using the Python, you can do the in your local host. You can open the file and we can modify this by using this open, read and close. These are the functions that we have, and by using this I'm going to do the file handling. Like, I will explain you. See, suppose file is equals to open of, just here I'm going to have new text document. I will copy this path, will come here and placed here, comma, just read, just I'm giving the read command. It is opened, the file is open, and I'm going to read just file dot read. Here it is going to read Python. Actually in the file there is a Python is an interpreted programming language. Okay, so here it is read in our system, in our local host, that I'm going to open my file and I'm going to read my file. And here I cannot write anything, I cannot modify it because the mode is in the form of read only, so I cannot do anything directly. I can close this. To read the file from you, just I can write as file.close. To write the file I need to write file dot write. First I need to open, right, to write. How I'm going to write, see, just copy this, paste here. Here state as mode equal to w. This sends that it is open and mode equal to write. We are going to write now. File dot write. See, to do a full Python course. File dot write. I was written something. It was given as the true as, and now I'm going to close the file. For every time we need to close the file. See, if I go there, see, today full Python course is written here. Without opening the file from here, from Python, I have handled the file. This is how complete comes on the file handling. This is the basics of it. We are going to have read lines and seek. Read states that reading the complete file. Read line states that we are going to have three things. Read states that complete file. Read lines gives just reading the single line. Read lines gives reading the single line. And we are going to have R plus means read and write, double plus means write and read, A plus means append and read. We're going to have R plus also, read and write. Just know the concept, that's it. The plus is write and read. A plus is append and read. Okay, this is of file handling. And we are also having the exceptional handling. See, in the exceptional handling, see, try to understand. We are going to have only four things: try, except, else and finally. Try, I will explain you why we are going to write this. Try, print A, suppose, except, print else see here, if you're going to have the error in the try, see, suppose you are getting the error in the code, but it is of exception handling that you can handle that error to not to run in the program. So we are using the exceptional handling here in the try. If you are going to get A, so suppose A is defined, Z is not defined anywhere, so it's not defined as we can write here. In the else you can write as something, and finally no error. If you run this, see, there is the error in the Z is not defined. So to hide this, we are going to have the except. In the except, Z is not defined, so this will execute it, and finally if there is no error in the try, see, try will execute it, else finally if there is a error except, and finally if there is a no error, try, else, finally. Copy this. Let's paste here. If there is an error, just you need to remember except, and see, if there is error in try, except, and finally will execute. Try, else, finally will execute. See, this is the exceptional handling. This is of error handling, guys. To handle the error, we use this concept in the programming. And last, we are going to have the oops concept. This is of oops. In the as we know that in the oops we know this class and object, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction, and these are the different topics in the oops. Actually, why oops? In the C we don't have the oops, but in the programming language, object-oriented programming language, there are contents of oops because of the security, data security. We are going to have the first main reason is the data security. Okay, let's discuss of class. Class is a blueprint of object. This gives of, see, suppose I would like to give an example. Maruti is the car brand name. In that, Brezza, Desire, these are a complete of objects. Class is the Maruti. Example. Try to understand. Class is nothing but Maruti brand. Objects are nothing but classes are Maruti, Desire, Brezza, all the stuff. Okay, and we need to write some points. Class is the collection of objects. Collection of all these objects is called as class. Class is the collection of objects, and as well as class is the collection of variables and methods. And now we will discuss about object. Object is nothing but it is an instance of a class. Object is an instance of a class. Memory is created when it is declared. Okay, syntax of class. See, class name, and here we are going to have with the constructors. We are going to have it functions, and we are going to have the variables. In OOPS, variable is also called as attribute. Function is called as method. Okay. Last, we need to call a class name. I will explain you with the brief. And we will discuss the self method. In class, to access the methods or functions, so self is used. In class, to access methods or functions. So self is used. We will take the complete example of the class. See, class 3 def display of self def s of self so print this is Python. Okay, again here we need to object syntax will be, I will explain now. Object equal to Sri, we need to call same as the function object equal to Sri, and we need to call the function also object dot s. See, this is method, this is of complete class. Okay, simple. And I will explain what is the use of self also. To access the methods or functions. Okay, from here what we are declaring in the outside of the function to access is we are using the self. See, class Srikanth with equal to 10 def yes self print self dot a, where at the last we need to declare object equal to Srikanth object dot is. See, here a is called, here a is accessed. This is the use of self. In a class, to access the methods or functions, self is user. Self.a, here self.a is accessible. Okay. We are going to have the constructor. Thing is, constructor is used to initialize all the variables together. Used to all the way. And constructor is called as method. It doesn't support multiple constructors. And the syntax of constructor. Suppose class Srikanth def underscore init underscore of self comma a comma b comma c comma d. These are all parameters. Self dot is equal to a, self dot is equal to b, d. We are going to have this here. What again we are giving us def display self. I'm going to access all, print so dot abc. If I give this and I will call object equal to Srikanth, here I will give as string, 3, 4. Dot display. Okay, this is, see here clearly it is said that this is the constructor. Constructor is initialize all the variables together. This is initialize all the variables together here. See, by using the self.abc that we are going to acquiring the values. If I give abc d, I'm going to wait the value of 4. This is the usage of, see, constructor, it is of itself. Say suppose if we are for constructor we are not going to call, the points to be remembered here is which is assigning to itself. By using self, it is assigning to itself, it is not called. By this object is created itself. Okay, So we are not going to call the constructor, then on multiple constructors is not supported, so we are going to have the single constructor. Then we are going to have this, we are going to access this. Initializing all the parameters together is called as constructor. That's it. And we are going to inheritance single multi-level hierarchical multiple. For single inheritance, acquiring the properties from parent to child. For multi-level is of grandfather to father, father to child. See, for oops, I am going to make this separate video. This is the lengthy video, so I am going to close with the concepts only. In our channel for tomorrow, I am going to make the oops complete different video, which is more useful actually. Father to child, these concepts are explained here. Hierarchical is nothing but from one parent to two child. One comma child to, and multiple is of father to mother, mother to child. And this is the concept of multiple inheritance. Polymorphism. I will make the complete video, guys, don't worry. This can be done in many forms. Polymorphism, a single action can be performed in many forms is called as polymorphism. There are two types, method overloading and method overriding. And coming to the last topic is of encapsulation and abstraction. This is of binding of methods and variables. Is called class. That class is called as encapsulation. Abstraction is of different. See, input output will be shown and middle hidden data will be hidden. The input and output will be shown, data will be hidden. This is called as abstraction. See, for complete polymorph, oops, I will make the complete video for this, and think the rest is perfect with you with these concepts that you can complete the Python, guys.